And welcome back. I'm with my in-studio guest, of course, Governor Calvo's appointee is the new Chief of Police, Captain Fred Bordallo. Hey, congratulations and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you, Senator Jesse.
You know, I'm really excited as a Tabuning boy, although the South will claim you as a Southern boy, but as a Tabuning boy, I'm really excited for you, and congratulations again on that. We're, again, a lot of work needs to be done at the Guam Police Department. First and foremost, what is the #1 goal?
Well, my #1 goal is just improving the relationship of the officers and the employees, so the civilian staff at the Guam Police Department. It's important that our organization, we improve on our communications, improve in the relationship among how we treat each other in the department. And at the same time, I also want to simultaneously really push for community-oriented policing, so we improve our relations with the media and the community out there, businesses and the people out there in the villages of our island.
You know, over the past year or so, and it's been exacerbated actually the past few months in regards to the challenges the Guam Police Department has had, and I guess the factions within the Guam Police Departments. And that will probably be one of the first things is bring everybody together as one, operating as one group, one men and women in blue.
That's right. And the thing about it, is because earlier this afternoon, I had a meeting with my command staff, lieutenants, captains, and majors. And one of the things I wanted to emphasize to them is our department during the transition, they were really looking at the Guam Police Department, some of the challenges, some of the feedback of people within the department about what they think needed to be fixed. And the transition team heard many ideas and stuff. And when I met with my staff, I actually emphasized to them that we need to ensure that the perception of our department is better now in terms of relations to community, that we're looked at being more professional and regaining back the confidence of the Guam Police Department. So I'm looking at challenging the management staff and the troops to be aware of what our mission is in the Guam Police Department.
And isn't that exciting to be able to get the same people who were maybe at one time factioned to come together and being heard and have the solutions to remedy the problems that are involved in GPD?
That's right. It's exciting because one thing I passed down to them is that the acronym for team is together everyone accomplishes mission.
There we go.
And if we're all united in that, and there's so many things we can accomplish if we remain positive, optimistic. And I told them I have confidence in each and every one of them. Wherever I assign them for a purpose, because they have a purpose, and they're fulfilling critical missions in the Guam Police Department. It's time to put aside whatever big differences that may have happened in order to keep us from accomplishing those missions, but I think I was satisfied with the response that I received in that meeting.
Well, that's good. And although you're a captain, I'm going to call you chief. Most people, I'm sure, nowadays are going to call you chief. But let me ask you this, because there's quite a few things, again, that the people we were confused about in regards to again, and we have to go back and understand this, because former chief of police, Paul Suba, is now back again in the department as a captain, but wasn't being paid out of a captain's salary, but instead was being paid out of an appropriation that was designated for the chief of police. You going to remedy that?
Yes. I think, when we had in our budget, we didn't anticipate that Captain Suba was going to come back, and by law, he was entitled to be reinstated back as a captain after finishing his term as the chief of police. And the way to remedy that is, of course, is that I, upon being confirmed, will vacate my classified position as a captain.
We'll leave one opening then,
and that will leave an opening for a captain, and then it's just administrative to transfer the funding will come out from the chief's account to pay me, and then of course the funding for captains will go over to Captain Suba.
Okay, so once and for all, then that will be remedied, and the chief will actually be paid from the appropriations that was slated for the Guam Police Department.
That's right.
Okay. What are some of the vibes that you've been receiving from the men and women in blue? And you serve with them. You grew up in the ranks. Negative, positive. What are the vibes you've been
Well,
receiving?
I think after today's meeting, it's really positive. I had the assurance of each and every one of them that they will give me my 100% support in moving forward in some of the goals and some of the programs that I want to look at in order to make sure that the public are that we fulfill the mission. The mission of the Guam Police Department is this, to protect and serve, and it's also to law enforcement, prevent crime, and also to maintain order for the citizens. And if they keep an eye on that mission, the programs that I'm attempting to try and push through and have the support of my staff is to ensure that we accomplish that mission in a way where we're really looking good and positive.
And the community is going to have to buy in and embrace its police department again, once and for all, to come together as one. And I'm sure that's the goal of this whole thing. I mean, you have to have the community buy into that as well.
That's right. And I told them, I told the staff, I can see that at times we may stumble, we may make mistakes, but we have to be owned up and accountable when we make those mistakes. The public expects us to be accountable, expects us to be transparent when we make up. Quicker and easier it is to admit when we make a mistake, the better they'll have more confidence toward us.
Yeah, that's